Today we are starting chapter 5 of class 12 physics. It is magnetism and matter. So the phenomena of attracting magnetic material. The phenomena of attracting magnetic material. The phenomena of attracting magnetic materials means iron, nickel, okay, cobalt, etc. is known as magnetism. The phenomena of attracting magnetic materials is known as magnetism. Okay, and the object, substance which perform this phenomena, which phenomena of attracting the magnetic material is known as magnet. The object which shows magnetism are known as magnets. Okay, in the nature it is a special type of ore that is known as magnetite. Special type of iron ore known as magnetite, which was found in a place known as Magnesia, from which the name is given magnet. The magnets which we found in nature are generally weak. They do not show very strong magnetic properties. For that we make artificial magnets. One more important property is there in natural magnet. Ancient people used that property for finding the direction. Okay, so when they hold the magnet tied to a string in air, it will always point in north-south direction. Magnet always point in north-south direction. They say it is used for leads in north-south direction. So because of this property, that a natural magnet was always pointing in north-south direction, and Chinese people were using it to finding the direction. So for that reason, magnets were also known as lodestone. They are also known as lodestone from the name leading stone. They were using the natural magnets for finding the direction. Now, natural magnets shows very little magnetism. So later on they make artificial magnet. Okay, how they can make rubbing? They make electromagnets. So first of all, we will discuss the important main differences between the electromagnet and natural magnet. So we'll compare one by one. Electromagnet, that is artificial magnet. We have studied in the first chapter that magnetic effect of current, that electricity can be converted to magnetism. With the help of electricity, we can create strong magnets. So electromagnets, and other one is natural magnets. Electromagnets and natural magnets. We will do one by one. Now, electromagnet. Electromagnet is formed when we pass electricity through the coil. Okay, so it is permanent or temporary? Yes, it is temporary magnet. Electromagnet is temporary magnet. Okay, temporary magnet. On the other hand, natural magnets are permanent magnets. They do not lose their magnetism. Okay, temporary magnet, permanent magnet. Second one, we get the magnet from the earth, we are using it. We cannot increase or decrease its strength. But on the other hand, in electromagnet, we can increase the current. When we increase the current, strength of magnetism increases. When we decrease the current, strength of magnetism decreases. So the strength can be changed. Strength can be varied by changing the value of current. Strength of magnet can be varied. How? By changing the value of current. By changing the value of electric current. Okay. What about natural magnet? We can't change its strength. So strength cannot be changed. Cannot be changed. Next point, polarity. We all know that all magnets have two poles, north pole and south pole. Permanent magnet. If it is north, it will always be north. If it is south, it will always be south. On the other hand, in electromagnet, suppose if current is flowing anti-clockwise, there is north pole, and if it is flowing clockwise, it is south pole. So by changing the direction of current, we can change the polarity of the electromagnet, but we can't change the polarity of natural magnet. So third point is, can I rub this? Okay, please copy. Third point is of electromagnet is its polarity can be changed. Polarity means north can be converted to south, south can be converted to north only by just changing the direction of current. So polarity can be changed by changing the direction of electric current. On the other hand, natural magnet polarity can't be changed. The polarity of natural magnet can't be changed. So this is the difference between natural magnet and electromagnet. Now we'll discuss properties of magnet. Properties of magnet one by one. Can I rub this? Okay. Properties of magnet one by one. Okay. Properties of a magnet. Properties of a magnet. First one. How? First property is known as attractive property. First property is known as attractive property. We all know very well what magnet do. It always attract the magnetic material like iron, nickel, cobalt. So a magnet can attract the magnetic materials like iron, nickel, cobalt. This property is known as attractive property of the magnet. This property is known as attractive property of the magnet. And the place, suppose this is the magnet, these are two ends. So I want to tell you that at these end, known as poles, the attractive property is maximum. So we can say the points or the places where the attractive property of magnet is maximum is known as pole. Okay, there are two poles in a magnet, north pole and south pole. North pole and south pole. Now second property is known as directive property. Directive property is related to direction. Now when we hang a magnet in air with a thread, it will always points in north-south direction. It will always points in north-south direction. This property helps us to make magnetic compass. You have seen in movies Pirates of Caribbean, he is having the compass. That arrow is the magnet. It shows the north direction. Okay, so the magnet always points in north-south direction when it is hanged freely in air. So So that property is known as directive property. Okay. Next property is known as magnetic monopole never exists. Means if we break this magnet in two, it will again have north south and north south. Means single pole of magnet never exists. In charge we have single charge, but in magnet we do not have a single pole. So third property is magnetic monopole, means single pole never exists. Magnetic monopole never exists. If you keep on breaking the magnet, we will again get north south north south. We cannot separate north pole from south pole. Okay, if you break the large magnet, suppose it is here, it is north, it is south, again you will get north south north south. Again break, again you will get north south north south. So third property is magnetic monopole never exists. Okay. Next property is force between the poles. Force between the poles. Very easy property. Everyone must be knowing. Opposite poles attract each other and similar poles repel each other. North north will repel, south south will repel, north south will attract, south north will attract. So we write opposite poles attract and similar poles repels. Okay, so these are the properties of magnetism. In our electricity, we have done force is given by K Q1 Q2 upon R square, where K was 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. Okay, this is Coulomb's law for electricity. In magnetism, we can write the force between the poles is given by K Qm1 and into Qm2 by R square. This Qm1 and Qm2 are pole strength. Qm1 and Qm2 are, Qm is pole strength of magnet. Okay, so here value of K is different, it is mu 0 by 4 pi. So here we get the force equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi Qm1 into Qm2 upon R square, and this is known as Coulomb's law of magnetism. This is known as Coulomb's law of magnetism. Okay, so these are all basic properties of magnet. Today we have learned that what is the difference between artificial magnet and natural magnet, properties of magnet one by one. So next class we will continue with more stuff. Till then, take care, goodbye.